Manifestors are basically born to be entrepreneurs. Not having to answer to anybody else is ideal for a manifestor. We can do things based on how we want to do them. And as a manifestor, it's very important to be uniquely you. Be your unique unicorn self. Don't try to be like anybody else. You're not here to do that. You're not here to be like others. You're here to be very different and to spark and activate change in people's lives. It's very important not to go with what's trending. That's for the majority of the population. You're the one who either starts the trend or is just doing your own thing that has nothing to do with trends. And that's how you're gonna make the most impact. We are independent individuals who need our freedom. The freedom to do what we want in our business, when we want, how we want. You have to remember you are your brand. As a manifestor, you are here to spark change and activate people. You don't have to try hard or try to be like anybody else or try to push yourself to do certain things. Whatever you feel bubbling up within you is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. The mainstream thing of niching down, that's not for you, okay? Remember, you're only 9% of the population. You're not supposed to do what everyone else is doing. And in the mainstream world, it's all about niching down. You have to niche down to get subscribers, to get business, to get more money, to focus your content. That's not for you, okay? At least not the majority of you. There may be some who do well with niching down, and that's great. But I think for manifestors, the niche is you. You are the niche. It's not about limiting yourself and limiting your creative urges. If one day you want to do something about cooking, and you feel this creative urge about it, do it. That is what you're feeling. That is what your creative urge is guiding you to do. And then the next day you're like, no, I want nothing to do with cooking. I just want to talk about making money. Do it. Don't hesitate to express that creative urge in your business. That is what is going to make the most impact in the world. And if you're limiting yourself because you are thinking that you need to niche down, you're not letting out the creative urges as they are supposed to be coming out. So don't let the way most people do things affect the way you're supposed to be doing your own thing. Being an entrepreneur means we can go and flow with our creative urge cycles. We can have as much rest time as we need. I personally think every manifestor should be an entrepreneur. There are some manifestors that do well working under others and excel in their career in that way. But I think for the majority of us, entrepreneurship is the way. Being an entrepreneur allows you to do things on your own time. So it gives you the required rest time that you need, the required reset time that you need, because manifestors do need a lot of downtime to recover and to get ready for that next creative urge. It also allows us the freedom that we so desperately require. The freedom to create what we want, when we want, and how we want. Manifestors need that freedom. And this is essential in our business and financial life as well. A good place to start to see how and what it is exactly you are supposed to be doing that's most aligned with your soul is looking at your Incarnation Cross in Human Design. Your Incarnation Cross is basically a breakdown of your purpose and what it is you're here to do in this lifetime. So it's a great way to look at your soul blueprint from a bigger perspective and see what it is you're supposed to be providing for everybody and how can you help in the most aligned way. It's like the job description of your life. So for example, mine is Cross of Service, and mine entails being still. From cultivating peace and stillness in my life, I will attract those people who need my advice, who need to hear the messages that I am conveying. I'm also here to correct. So when people come to me, I'm here to kind of put them back on track, kind of correct what it is they're doing wrong at the moment or what it is they're not seeing, and help them to get back on their most aligned path. You can also look at your profile. It tells you how you're supposed to market and who you're supposed to be marketing to. Like for example, I am a 2/5. So I'm supposed to be using my natural innate skills to help provide solutions and corrections to people who come to me. That's the 5 part, the heretic. So I'm here to help people find their way, help people find solutions. And if you want to go even deeper, you go look at the gene keys. You look up your hologenetic profile on the gene keys. There's a free profile you can get. I have it linked below in the description. And you look at the vocation or the core wound. This is basically the service that you are supposed to be providing. So for example, mine is Gene Key 61. The shadow is psychosis. It's talking about how the logical mind can actually create a lot of blocks in your path, in your journey. And the gift level of this Gene Key is inspiration. So right there, it tells you what service you're providing. I'm here to inspire others. Okay, and that's a big part of what I do. I do inspire, I motivate, I help people get to that dream that they have of themselves, because it is possible. This is another way to look at, what it is you're supposed to be doing in your business that's most aligned with your soul. Another gene key that's pretty important when it comes to your business is the pearl. This pearl is telling you the energy you need to embody in order to attract more abundance, attract prosperity in your life. So for example, if you have Gene Key 21 as your pearl, the shadow is control. You're either in denial of your personal power or you're over controlling. The energy you need to be embodying in order to attract more prosperity and abundance is the gift level, which is authority. In the Gene Keys book, it says true authority unites rather than controls. It's about both sides surrendering to each other. The one that's being submissive is saying, you know exactly what you're talking about, and I surrender to your wisdom. And the authority is saying, I will serve you with this wisdom to help you. So it's not about controlling or being above them. So this is the true authority energy that you need to embody in order to attract this abundance. So this is just probably part 1 of my Manifestor Business video. I have a lot to say on this topic because I have learned a ton in the last few years. So comment below if you have any experiences being a manifestor in business, if you have any questions that you want answered, and stay tuned for part 2.